Atomic J!
Hey, welcome back. So I found these cool cans at a local Asian grocery store and wanted to make something out of them. So I landed on soda can candles. Now we're going to start with a disclaimer. I'm not currently a professional candle maker, so I'm going to deem these for decorative purposes only. I did burn these, and I had a friend who tested them with minor issues. However, please do these at your own risk. If you are going to burn these, do not burn these candles for more than 4 hours at a time. Do not leave these candles unattended. Trim your wicks before burning, etc., etc. Please be safe out there. So let's start with the supplies. 1, you'll need some candles. I found these at Walmart and a discount store nearby. I tried to pick the colors and scents mirroring the cans. Candle wicks. I got these from Hobby Lobby, but some Walmarts have these too. Of course, you'll need soda cans. Sandpaper or a can opener. I'll show you how to use both to get the tops off the cans. Wick holders. At the time, I didn't have these, so I used chenille, but you can use popsicle sticks. Essentially anything your wick can stand up against or sit up against to keep them straight. Other supplies like pliers, thermometer, mixing utensils, hot glue guns would be great for this process. Also optional is a heat gun for problem areas. I'll get to that later. So first, we need to take the tops off the cans. What you want to do is put the blade portion on the inside of the can and the bumpy grippers on the outside. Then twist as you would normally. This method is prone to leaving little dimples at the top. You can also be misaligned and mess up your cans like I did. But out of the 3 cans that I did, only one of them came out right, so some testing is needed. I'll show you my preferred method, which is sanding down the tops and pulling them off. You're going to take your sandpaper, I'm using 80 grit, and spritz some water, and scrub for a good 5 minutes. As you see here, after a while, you can see the line where they are connected showing through. After you sand far enough, you can pull the top right off using some pliers. Continue with all your other cans. Next, you want to wash your cans and get all the dust off. My cans also had stickers, so I try to remove them with water. Ultimately, I use some Goo Gone to remove the sticky residue. After your cans are clean, wipe them dry. Now using some hot glue, glue your wicks into the center of your soda cans. At this point, you can start melting down your candles. I use some old pots I do not use. Fill them with enough water for my shortest candle and put my stove on. Please be very careful not to get water inside the candle wax. It acts just like putting water in hot oil. Make sure you do not overheat your wax. I would say don't go over 185 degrees. This depends on your wax. I assume this was paraffin. I say this because I think I overheated mine, so the fragrance kind of burned out of the candle. This is speculation, but after I lit my candle, the powerful smell was kind of gone, so do not overheat. Also, don't be dumb like me and put it on a softer cooling place. This is marble and it could have potentially cracked the glass. After your wax cools down a bit for paraffin, around 170, you can start pouring. This was such a mess. During the video, I think I poured too hot because my wicks came undone. I think one came undone because the hot glue remelted, and also one of my wicks came out of the wick stand. So I think it wasn't clamped down hard enough. So I would advise you to check your wick clamps and do not pour too hot so the hot glue won't remelt. In this case, I hovered my wicks near the center so it can cool that way, so it's straight. I don't advise you to do that. I think you should either pour out the wax if your wick comes undone and reapply. Now this is the next day. 2 out of the 3 candles came out nicely. This one had a huge sinkhole in the center. This is why you're going to take your heat gun and remelt the top surface so that the wax melts to the bottom and has a flat surface at the top. When it cools, simply trim the wick 1/4 inch away and you're done.